Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this matte olive green look for you guys using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture Palette. I know this palette has a ton of controversy and I honestly have a bunch of mixed feelings about it as well. And then afterwards I thought I would just kind of chit chat with you guys about how I felt about this palette. So if you all are ready to see how I got this look and what I have to say, then keep on watching because the tutorial is coming up next. But before you do that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little notification bell so that you can be notified as soon as I release a video so you can watch it right away. Leave me some comments because I love hearing from you guys. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then keep on watching because the tutorial is coming up next. Hey guys, so because I didn't know what Subculture's fallout was going to be like and I didn't know how well it was going to blend, I wanted to use that tape to make sure that I had a really sharp edge and a very clean looking look, as clean as I could make it. So I just used that tape and I put it on the back of my hand to make sure that it wasn't too sticky. And then I just brought the eyeshadows to the edge of the tape, and I'm just blending the Roxy and New Wave together to make sure that it's really warm looking. And then I'm going on there with Destiny, which is really the star of the show, and I'm going to try and blend those in with Roxy and New Wave. This was honestly pretty hard to blend. I had to sit there and blend for, I want to say, about 10 or 12 minutes, which is typically not usual for especially an ABH eyeshadow. So that was unusual, but I just was trying to make it work because I really loved the colors. I thought they were gorgeous. So I'm taking Untamed in the outer V of my eye just to deepen up that crease a little bit. It was really kind of not blending as well as I would have hoped, the way that I expect other mattes to blend in with each other. So it didn't really give the effect that I wanted, so I went in with a lighter color called Edge to make the outer V more drastic and deeper looking by contrast. So now I'm going back with New Wave, and I'll go back with Roxy as well, but I'm just trying to blend out the harsh edge left by Destiny. Definitely felt like I spent around 3 hours blending out this eyeshadow, and eventually I just got so frustrated that I used my finger there for a minute, but now I'm going back in with Roxy to blend it out some more, and so that's when I felt like I kind of was getting a better look, and I took the tape off and started doing the rest of my face. So I'm taking Roxy on my fluffy blending brush, and I'm just taking that color on my lower lash line to make it a really blown out looking eyeshadow look. And then I'm going to take Destiny with a smaller blending brush and just tighten up the look on my waterline. Okay, so now that the tutorial is over, let's just have a girls chat about this palette right here. So I was super excited when I heard that Modern Renaissance had a little sister on the way. Even though the colors aren't exactly like what I would wear on a regular basis, I still wanted to get it just because I really like Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I think that they make such high quality colors. Like, the name itself sold me. So I thought I would just get it because why not? Then I was like ordering it. As I was ordering it, I saw the review from Alyssa Ashley, and she said how hard of a time she was having using it, and I was like, perhaps I will not put this in my cart just yet. And I was glad that I waited because it looked like the palette was having a really hard time like using. Like, it just didn't look like it blended well. It had a ridiculous amount of kick up, and it just looked like if Alyssa Ashley, who's an experienced makeup artist, couldn't use it, then I probably was going to struggle with it even more. And so I was just gonna put it on hold. And then I saw a bunch more beauty YouTubers come out of the woodwork really and say that they had a hard time using the palette. Makeup Shayla, Raw Beauty Christy, just a couple of other people. So they had a hard time using it. And it was just really mixed reviews. And so I was just like, I'll wait. So I didn't get the palette right away. I waited until I saw it. I really wasn't even... So I didn't get the palette. I saw on Here for the Tea where Norvina really was kind of shady in the way that she handled people's negative criticisms of the palette. So when Alyssa Ashley gave her negative review, Norvina was just kind of shady in the way that she responded and was like, yes, it does have a lot of kick up if you dig your brush into it, but any eyeshadow would, and why would you use an eyeshadow like that anyway? Girl, how are you going to tell people how to use a product that you're selling them? I mean, I guess you can tell people how to use your product, but it still shouldn't fall apart just from like some digging, because Modern Renaissance didn't fall apart. And then I saw that Jeffree Star criticized Norvina, and she was like giggling about it. She was like, haha, I can't wait to see how you guys drag me. And it was like, so you're okay with Jeffree Star dragging you, who has, what, 4 million subscribers or some shit like that, but Alyssa Ashley, who is a woman of color and has probably 500,000 subscribers, significantly less than Jeffree, like, you're gonna subtly shade her for it. You're okay with Jeffree's criticism, but you're not okay with Ashley's. That looks sketchy. And so that really just turned me off of the palette for good, and I was like, I'm gonna take a break from Anastasia Beverly Hills because clearly they have some issues that needs to be worked out, and I just don't want to be involved. I don't want to give them my coins. I don't love how Norvina handled the criticism of this palette. I mean, I think when you own a company, just whenever you're in the public eye, you have to be able to handle criticism professionally and maturely, and I don't think she did that very well. But then I calmed down, I guess, and I saw that Sandra Deluxe had this really gorgeous olive green smoky eye that she did, and I was like, I have to do that. So I went ahead and picked up the palette. My friend Charisma MUA76 over here on YouTube told her that I had picked up the palette, and she was like, good luck, girl. I really just wanted these green colors because I don't have that many green eyeshadows. Like, it's just not a color that I wear in my everyday life. As you guys saw in the tutorial, like, it was tricky, but it wasn't that bad. So I don't know if they've just gotten a different batch. Like, I mean, I honestly did have a ton of kick up with these products. That was kind of crazy. But I think I was able to blend the shadows pretty nicely. Like, I'm happy with this look. I think it came out pretty well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you thought that these shadows performed well, let me know. Let me know if you have the palette and how your experience has been. I honestly think that you can use the palette if you just go in with a really light brush. Like, you really can't swirl your brush in there. But I'm always more of a tapper than a swirler. Like, I just like to tap, 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 as opposed to swirl, swirl, swirl. Especially with palettes like this from Anastasia Beverly Hills, because I just know that they're very powdery. If it was like a Too Faced or an Urban Decay product, then yeah, I would swirl my brush all in there, but you just can't with this one. Here's the thing, this palette is $45, which I think is a really good price for a high-end makeup product. However, when a palette doesn't perform, when makeup doesn't perform and you spend all that money on it, it feels like such a ripoff, because like, you're spending a lot of money on a makeup product that you expect to do a good job, that you expect to perform well, and when it just messes up, you're like, why did I do this? Especially for me as a small YouTuber, since I don't get sent PR packages, I have to buy all of my makeup by myself. And so like, I'm spending money that I could be putting on other things. I did think that it was kind of funky for them to market the palette as Modern Renaissance little sister, but it doesn't perform like Modern Renaissance at all. Like, you can swirl your brush into a pan with Modern Renaissance and you're not gonna hit pan just from swirling it in there a couple of times. So that's kind of strange. And then also, like, Modern Renaissance blends better than any palette I've ever used before. This one was definitely more tricky. Like, I had to sit there with a blending brush and just work it out for a little bit longer time than I usually would, which I feel like is kind of not ideal for working women who have to get a job done. Like, not everyone has time to sit there and blend their makeup out perfectly. Non-YouTuber Sophia, professional Sophia, I don't have time to blend my eyeshadow out for a couple of minutes. Like, I need to be able to apply it, blend it for like a couple of seconds, and then go. So the fact that this palette requires so much work to get a cohesive blended look is kind of frustrating, and like, I just can't even recommend it for anyone who's not a makeup artist. So I still just have really mixed feelings about this palette. I think that it's just not for everybody. Anyways, so that's all I have to say about the Subculture palette. If you guys want to see some more looks from me with this palette, please let me know. All Star is a seriously gorgeous berry color that I really can't wait to use. So if you guys are interested in seeing more, just let me know. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, because it honestly helps my channel out a ton, and you know, it doesn't cost you guys anything. Make sure to share this video with a friend, because that would be super cool. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!